What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Tha Grand Showgan, aka Captain of the No Heart Pirates, because we don't let these hoes, aka the Broke Bruce Wayne, aka Mr. Trapping Out the Cloud Village. And I'm finally gonna do it. I've been telling you guys I'm gonna do this Shogun theory video for the longest, and I'm finally gonna get to it. Yay. So got my notes. I know what I'm gonna talk about. So this video won't be too long, but basically we're gonna get into what the Shogun's possible powers are, what could have inspired it, all that good stuff. And 100% 100% like discretion. This is all headcanon. All theories are headcanon. So that's what makes something a theory. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with the obvious. The Shogun's name, Orochi. It's clearly inspired by the Japanese mythical story of Yamata no Orochi, which is an eight-headed, eight-tailed serpent-like creature that was destroyed, destroyed by the great god Susanoo. That's how you pronounce it. From the shit from Naruto. Yeah, the big thing that only the Uchiha can do and Kakashi can somehow do for some reason. We're not even gonna get into it. We're not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna start. But yeah, that shit is again named after the Japanese god Susanoo. Kishimoto, he took a lot from he's influenced by a lot by Japanese mythology, which is perfectly logical. It makes sense because you would be influenced by your culture. So it's perfectly sound. This One Piece, Oda takes a lot from mythology as well. So Orochi is definitely from the Yamato no Orochi. Definitely inspired. You can even tell because at the end of the last chapter what is that, 927, I want to say, chapter 927, the end of that chapter, you get a glimpse of Orochi, and it has we only see I think 5 or so snake heads, but they're clearly 8 of them. They're just clearly 8 of them. So now, what can be influenced by that? Well, in the story, Susanoo got kicked out of heaven. So he's on the earthly plane. He's intermingling with, the earth and all its inhabitants. And he comes across 2 deity-like people. They say they're earthly deities or whatever. So he comes across them too, and they're upset because this 8-headed monster has been coming in and eating their children for I don't know the span of time, but he's been eating all their children, and the last one, it's her turn up next. Susanoo turns her into a hairpin or whatever, puts it in his hair, and says, "Okay, I'll save her. You gotta let me marry her though, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a god, so I gotta have it, you know what I'm saying?" But he goes in, he kills the 8-headed monster. It's great, illustrious battle. I don't think it's that great. I think he tricks it into getting drunk. The Kaido reference. He tricks it into getting drunk. And he kills it while it's sleeping or something like that. But the thing about the Yamato no Orochi, and the back of it, like underneath its 8 tails, is a great sword. I gotta look it up. I gotta look up what it's called, because I can't remember. Um, bear with me, guys. I cannot remember. It's one of the 3 great treasures of Japan. Okay, it's called the Kusanagi no Tsurugi. Yeah, Kusanagi no Tsurugi. So that sword is under him. It's embedded. I don't know how it's embedded in the snake's tails or whatever, but once he kills the snake, he gets that sword, and it's a great heavenly sword, and he can do all this amazing shit. You know, it's cool. So basically, how I'm interpreting it is that's going to be the name of Orochi's, sword. Of course, I think it's going to be a Meito blade. It could be, it couldn't be. So I think that's first and foremost based off that story. Orochi, eight-headed, snake-like creature. So we these are the things we're taking from the story. 8 heads, 8 serpent heads. Taking that. The Kusurugi no Suru. Hold on. I just forgot how to say it in that quick a time. The Kusanagi no Tsurugi. So the Kusanagi no Tsurugi, taking that. That's going to be the name of his Meito blade. I don't know if it'll have any special powers or anything like that. I don't think they usually do that for for some reason, Vista could control like blade pedal. I mean, he can control like flower petals. So maybe they do have powers, but I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think the Kusurugi blade will have any powers. 8 heads, the blade, name of the blade. I think that is what we're taking from the story. The drunkenness, I think that clearly goes to Kaido. And that's where we leave that. Okay, so the blade. Now, we know a little about Orochi already, okay? Because of the simple fact, there's some context clues and things thrown in. Now, we do know that his moniker is Orochi the double-sided, the two-sided. It doesn't say double, it's two-sided. Orochi the two-sided. It was mistranslated earlier in one of the scans as Orochi the two-blade style. That's not it. Manga Stream called him the two-place style. So like 2 places at once, but the official translation calls him Orochi the two-sided. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, one thing that it could stand for is I think he'll have a double-sided blade. He'll wield a double-sided blade. So it's cool because I don't think we have really seen that weapon in One Piece yet. I don't know. But it translates back to the story because the Yamata no Orochi can attack you with its heads or its tails, so it can attack you from both sides. So that's how it relates to the story. So double-sided blade, two-sided. Okay, we got that. Now, I'm gonna venture off and just stay with me a little bit. I'm gonna venture a little off into the ether. Okay, I'm gonna go off the deep end. All right, now we know that Orochi is afraid. Just listen. It's gonna sound crazy, but Orochi is afraid of essentially Ghost. Okay, because of the prophecy, he's afraid of the prophecy coming true. So all of his people look at him as being afraid of Ghost. Orochi knows the power of damn, what's her name? The queen. I think it's Tuki. I don't know. I can't remember. She had the time fruit, but he knows that her power is somewhat real. He knows that, so he's not really afraid of just like nothing. But it's the word around is Orochi's afraid of ghosts, which is why they have Brooke dressed as a specter, and it's really cool. It's really cool. But okay, I thought it would be a great, just a great literary choice to have his army, a lot of the big bads in his army, to be sort of what do you call it? To be inspired by yokai. I know it's crazy, but we've already seen yokai. We've already. What do you mean? What do you mean, Shogun? Okay, look, the very first chapter of Wano, we meet the Tengu guy, the guy who looks just like a Tengu. That's a yokai. That's inspired by Japanese yokai lore. Tengu. Now, Tengu have the capacity. They're the only yokai who have the capacity in stories, anyway, in the mythos. They have the capacity to be good or bad. So it makes sense that he's seemingly on our side. So we met the Tengu, and I'm gonna put her picture. It's risky. It's really risky. I'm risking a lot by showing you guys this, but I'm gonna get the chapter. I want to say it's. Let me look on my phone. Chapter. Shit! I just had it. Okay, it's chapter 919. I can't remember what the title is. The title is The Ruins of the Odin Castle. Okay, so chapter 919, Ruins of the Odin Castle. You'll be able to find this panel that I'm going to put up in here anyway. It's the teacher who's clearly indoctrinating these little kids, telling them that the Orochi's the greatest guy, all that. She is a yokai called... it's a group of yokai, and they all have this characteristic. The group is called the Roku. Oh, it's called the Roku Rokubi. So that's a group of yokai who have their necks extend to look like snakes. So they have really long necks. They look like regular people at first, but and they're usually portrayed as women. But they usually can have really long snaking necks. So that's the type of yokai she is. And like Oda can explain it any fucking way he wants. Like he really can. He can say, yo, this is why she can do this. But it's clearly inspired by a yokai. But yeah. So in that group, either they have the really long necks or they are completely missing a neck and their head can just float. So that might be another type of character we see in Orochi's army. So now why I'm talking about yokai is because Orochi is called the two-sided, okay? So meaning front and back. Now, there is a yokai that has a mouth in the back of his head. So Orochi is gonna have, I'm calling it now, Orochi's gonna have really long hair, like, you know, longer than a guy. He'll probably look like a girl. He'll probably be, you know, I don't not in a bad way, but he'll probably, you know, like a lot of anime characters, you know, are a lot of the guys can be drawn like women, you know what I'm saying? Women with no, you know what I'm saying, physique, or women with physique. Yeah, is a better term. So Orochi, I think, will look like a girl. So this yokai is called the Futakuchi Una. I'm fucking look. I'm not Japanese. I'm I'm not Japanese. So I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna fuck up the words. I'm going to. So the Fudakuchi, yeah, Fudakuchi Onna. Now, that is the thing with it has a mouth in the back of its head. It's really long hair, and the hair, it's like it's adamant, like it's animated, like it can grab things, it can touch things. So I'm thinking the hair is what we saw in the latest chapter 927. I think the hair can, do all types of things. It can grab swords and all that craziness, but it can make itself look like serpent heads, and they'll probably it's probably his standard form. He'll probably just like a normal guy with really long hair, and he'll have his hair will form into the serpent heads that we saw, and he'll fight like that, which is cool. Like I don't think Orochi's weak. I don't think he's Spandam 2.0. Like I don't think he's weak by any stretch of the imagination, but he definitely needed Kaido's help, and Luffy, even before Luffy fought Kaido, Luffy was definitely stronger than him. So it only makes sense that Luffy, he wouldn't be the main fight. I don't even think, I would love Zoro to fight him, but I don't even think that he would. Once we got to Wano, and we found out that there would be more samurai who were really strong. Like once we found out that Shutamaru was really fucking strong, I think that kind of killed it. Like I don't think Zoro has to fight the Shogun anymore. I kind of think that's for them guys. They'll fight the Shogun and all his forces, and the Straw Hats and Kid and Law and the Supernova will fight Kaido and his forces. So that was pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I don't even think it's that long. How long am I? It's man. It's longer than I expected. But anyway, comment, all that good stuff. Tell me what you guys think. I'm pretty sure I included pictures of everything I was talking about in this video, so you guys shouldn't be anything left to the imagination. Well, it's all actually left to our imagination. So thanks. Bye. All that good stuff. Comment, subscribe. Do subscribe. I need my subscribers to get up. Yes. Peace.
He's insane, he's too lame. Bandana like Tupac, and I'm wearing like 2 chains. Bracelet, a new watch in each hand, got a new ring. I'm something like Bobbity, it's just me and my boo thing. At night, driving that black on black like Bruce Wayne. When I kick it, it's lit. She calling me Luke Kane. No gang, my crew bang.